Well, Levis, once a top quarterback prospect, went from first round hopeful to benching in just 2 seasons. What happened to this promising talent from Kentucky? And what does the story reveal about the brutal reality for the draft night expectations? Well, Levis was projected as a first round pick, even top 5 in some mock drafts, thanks to his raw arm strength, size, and athleticism. Scouts admired his cannon arm and physicality, but were hesitant due to his inconsistent college tape, which was sometimes spectacular and other times confusing. Yet, teams often take risks on such quarterbacks. Despite the projections, Levis slid to the 33rd pick, where the Tennessee Titans selected him. The Titans were at a landing with the Tennessee Titans. Despite the early hype surrounding Levis, the 2023 NFL Draft didn't go as many expected. Projected as a first-round pick, sometimes even top 5, Levis slipped all the way to number 33, where the Tennessee Titans finally called his name. The Titans were at a pivotal moment, carrying Ryan Tannehill on the roster, but with his career nearing its end. They'd also drafted Malik Willis the year before, but confidence in Willis was quickly fading. So, Levis represented something different, a calculated swing at a long-term answer. When the Titans selected him, it was more than just adding another quarterback. It was a statement of intent. Training camp buzzed with questions. Could Levis push Tannehill for the starting job? Would he even be the QB2? Or would the team keep developing Willis? Answers came slowly. Tannehill started the season, while Levis held the clipboard, waiting for his moment. Then, in Week 8, that moment came. Tannehill suffered an ankle injury and Levis stepped in as the starter. That debut was electrifying. Thrown into the NFL fires, Levis responded with 4 touchdown passes against the Falcons, showcasing arm talent and athleticism that Tennessee hadn't seen in years. Suddenly, fans had hope. This wasn't another project quarterback. This looked like the real deal, at least for one game. The Titans won, and Levis was named the starting quarterback going forward. It felt like the beginning of something new, a fresh start for a franchise hungry for success. But the road ahead was far from smooth, and the pressure on Levis only intensified after that promising beginning. The promising start and fan excitement. Levis's initial games showcased undeniable arm talent and confidence, making fans hopeful he wasn't just another project quarterback. Ending the rookie year with solid, if not spectacular, stats, the fan base was divided between cautious optimism and full-blown hype. The excitement seemed justified. Levis was a potential franchise changer. His debut against the Falcons was electric, throwing 4 touchdown passes and looking every bit the part of a future star. Tennessee won that game, and suddenly hope was back in the hearts of Titans fans. But the true test was yet to come, as expectations only soared higher. The Titans believed in him, choosing to keep Levis as starter even after Ryan Tannehill recovered, which further fueled the buzz. For a while, it seemed like they had found their guy. However, the NFL is a tough proving ground, and first impressions can only carry a player so far. Levis showed flashes of greatness, a cannon arm, mobility, and the physical tools to dominate. But the question on everyone's mind was whether he could maintain that level, especially under pressure. Still, his rookie season gave enough glimpses of promise to make us wonder. Could Will Levis be the answer the Titans have been searching for? The fan base was eager to find out, but the road ahead was anything but smooth. The harsh reality hits in year 2. The second season brought a reality check. New offensive coordinators, injuries, and a struggling offensive line exposed Levis's weaknesses. His mechanics unraveled under pressure, decision-making became erratic, and confidence dipped. The Titans lost 8 of their first 11 games, and eventually, Levis was benched for Mason Rudolph, ending his brief stint as the starter. Levis played through injuries, but the toll was clear physically and mentally. He wasn't right. The offensive line struggled, the receiving core was inconsistent, and Levis often looked uncomfortable in the pocket. He held the ball too long, missed open receivers, made late throws, and took bad sacks. It was bad, much worse than hoped, and fans and analysts alike saw it coming. The Titans were going nowhere fast, and the once promising young quarterback's confidence and mechanics began to unravel in front of everyone. Levis, the supposed long-term solution, now faced the harsh reality of NFL pressure. The season that started with hope quickly spiraled into disappointment. Benchings followed for many before him, but none that started with so much promise. The Titans made the call to bench Levis in Week 16, signaling an end to his starting role, at least for now. This brutal truth is not just Levis's problem, it's a league-wide issue. The NFL expects young quarterbacks to be near perfect almost immediately. The luxury to develop and make mistakes is vanishing. Levis's second year served as a stark reminder of how quickly dreams can fade when the bright light of scrutiny turns harsh and unforgiving. The NFL's brutal QB development cycle. The NFL drafts quarterbacks into chaos and expects greatness immediately. No time to learn, no room for mistakes. If a young QB isn't elite by year 2, the league quickly labels them expendable. Look at recent examples like Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, the future for Will Levis, and others. Despite being benched, Will Levis is just 25 years old, 6 feet 4 inches, 230 pounds, and can throw the ball 70 yards flat-foot. His rookie year showed glimpses of real upside. That doesn't just vanish. That's between the years. Now, is he flawed? Yes. But can he grow? Yes. Realistically, he may never get another uncontested starting job. That's just the percentages of the NFL. Once you've been replaced, you're labeled. You become the maybe backup, the camp arm, or insurance policy. But football history is full of players who reinvented themselves. Jared Goff is just now hitting his stride. Geno Smith sat for nearly a decade before blossoming. Ryan Tannehill, ironically, had his second act in Tennessee after being written off in Miami. The road ahead won't be easy for Levis, but it's not closed. Not yet. He still has the tools. The question now is whether he can find the right place and the right moment to use them. And if he does, well, he won't be the first quarterback who needed a second chance to get it right. A tough road ahead, but not the end. Will Levis's journey underscores the brutal realities, but also the potential for growth. His future depends on finding the right situation and patience, both from teams and fans. The NFL's clock is unforgiving, but talent combined with opportunity can still rewrite a career. Will Levis get that shot? Only time will tell. He's only 25 years old. Will Levis's story highlights a harsh truth in today's NFL. Talent alone isn't enough without immediate success, and the pressure on young quarterbacks is greater than ever. Yet, history suggests that sometimes, all it takes is the right place and second chance to rewrite the narrative. Levis might just be one of those rare players waiting for his moment. The rapid decisions by teams to bench or replace quarterbacks like Levis reveal a league that demands perfection quickly, often at the cost of long-term development. While fans may crave instant stars, the reality is far more complex. Players need time, patience, and the right environment to grow into the role. Levis has the physical tools, arm strength, and glimpses of brilliance to suggest